The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, to new XRP video. Right now 7.33% in green. That's this candle over here, so we're gonna see what's actually happening there, right there. How you doing, guys? How you doing? Doing good? Because it's been going down for 3 days straight, you know, all the way from up here at 118 all the way down to 0.63. So I can understand that a lot of you have been feeling pretty bad. I don't know if you sold or you maybe bought a dip or something like that, but I think that right now a little bit of good times are coming. We are not quite there yet. I'm gonna show you why I think we are not quite there yet, but we're gonna look at this what's happening right now over here. Anyways, let's get into the charts and see what's actually happening. So the first thing I want to show you is certain trend lines. First of all, there is a daily trend line going on over here, something like this, I think, and you can see here that it was really nice holding with the wicks downwards, and right now it broke it here, and right now on the way up we are getting resisted it on the dollar. Right over here we are resisting the trend line, so right now we are hitting some kind of resistance on the way up, so we're gonna see if we can break that. Now these things, you know, just because you are breaking a long-term trend line doesn't mean that you're gonna stay here forever. I can show you another one that we broken that actually had no effect on us. You know, this was also one of the long-term trend lines. We broke it here, you know, but we got back above it again. You know, you don't stay below the trend line forever, so even though if we are breaking, it doesn't mean that we are gonna stay below it. We just might actually just continue going up from here and you know, drive ourselves up again. So we're gonna see what's actually happening here. Now another trend line that's much more important, because you know, like in the short term, is this one over here. And we are breaking this, actually we are breaking the trend, and this is very good for the price. So you can see here that we've been following this line quite nicely, and we have been in a downtrend. Now once you start breaking the trend doesn't mean that we are gonna go straight up. It can also mean that we are gonna go sideways or even a little bit down, because the trend, once broken, once you break the trend, it only says that we are changing direction of the trend, not which direction. So maybe a little bit down, maybe sideways, maybe we're gonna go upstairs. But the thing is that this trend that's going on right now, once we break it, the trend changes, but it doesn't say direction. The trend, yes, direction, not. So we don't know actually which kind of direction we're gonna go once the trend change. But you know, since we are already this steep, it's really difficult to think that we are just going to continue following down. It can happen, but usually it's either small it's either sideways trend or upward trend or something like that once you break it. So it looks good. This looks, the fact that we are actually right now might be breaking, or might be having some kind of retest on the line, that might actually be good. But keep in mind that we are still not out of the dump, because this we got this trend line right above us that we broke. You can see here also that we have been holding it as a support nicely there. Once we broke it, we are coming back to it and testing as a resistance. If you get rejected by that, you will also see that we will be below the 10 moving average. This is a 10 moving average right below us. So if you start going down, going back below the line or something like that, that will be rejection of the resistance of this trend line, of the moving averages, of everything. So you don't want to do that. You know, why are you gonna do that? The other thing I want to talk about is the moving averages on the 4-hourly time frame, and that's the 10 and 20 moving average, the white line and the red line. The red line being 20, white line being a 10 moving average. Really important moving averages, the cross above. So we are not out of the dump yet. Both Bitcoin and other altcoins are having the same issues. They're trying to get above the 20 moving average to continue and move up. You can see right now that we are nowhere there yet, so we just have to stay and wait a little bit longer to see. Actually, let's see if we can get above it or not. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking mostly at the 10 and 20 moving average on the 4-hourly, and I want to get above those and continue going higher. So we're gonna see if we can do that. You can see other moving averages are all the way up here above 118. So if you can get above 110, sorry, if you can get above 0.9 or something like that up here, get above the moving averages, that would be best case scenario. That means that we have a big shot to go quite high up until we hit the next moving averages. So we're gonna see that. That said, let's put up the moving averages, the lines, and see where the price is. So the best case scenario, absolutely best case scenario right now, is getting above or 0.90. Why 0.90? Because if you get above 0.90, 0.9, or somewhere around there, if you get above this blue line, this is the best case scenario, because then you're above the 20 moving average, you're above the trend line, you are above the resistance line on the trend line or to the downtrend, you know, and you know, up here, doesn't matter where, it's a good place to be. So what I'm looking for right now, if this is to hold, is getting above 0.90 and holding there for at least 8 hours or more, because that would be 2 candles on the 4-hourly chart, and having 2 green candles or something like that or above the 0.90 is actually quite good indication that we have actually broken a lot of these trends, and we might actually continue high up. So this is the target actually I'm looking for now, at a break 0.90. Whether we're gonna do that or not, it kind of depends, but it's good to know some kind of targets that might hold you. Also, this trend line, of course, is really nice and it's holding us back. We have this downtrend, sorry, we have this this downtrend going on, right? We are breaking right now and stuff like that. All in all, it looks very good. Let's go back to the daily chart and clean up everything. And you remember the triangle we had, right? So let's see, pull up the triangle again, something like this it was, if I could remember correctly, give or take. I think maybe something like this it was. Yeah, it probably didn't use this one, it used this one over here. So something like here, hitting in there, maybe something like this, give or take, give or take. You know, it's always give or take in tech analysis. And I can see here we actually broke out of this triangle on the downside pretty hard. We are hoping that we might actually get up here on the daily. This might have already been some kind of a pullback and a rejection of the triangle. Let's see this on the small time frames. Remove the moving averages, because you know that noise. And you can see here, yeah, it was some kind of a pullback, and we went down hard, right? And we pulled back all the way back to the triangle. Again, pull back to the triangle. So this is maybe you should just consider it as a one pullback. So we already had this pullback to the triangle. So if we there is no need to actually be going up. If we start going up here, then the, you know, if we get back into the triangle or something like that over here, or some, you know, might be do something like this, some crazy move like this, and we can get back into triangle, I would consider it like continuation of the bull run, because that's how the that move is a crazy move. Also, right now that I'm looking at on the 1-hourly chart, there seem to be forming some kind of a, maybe some kind of head and shoulders pattern here. I'm gonna call it head and shoulders, guys. We're gonna call it head and shoulders. So basically, this should be some kind of left shoulder, then you got a head, and yeah, well, maybe it's not perfect. Wait, let me try drawing this perfect. Well, perfect and perfect, it's okay, give or take. Yeah, it doesn't want to do that. And then right now maybe we fall a little bit down and then go up or something like that, right? And this should be somewhere around here. And maybe we should just do it like this until we hit it. Yeah, whatever. There we go. So this might be a place play out something like this, right? We have a little left shoulder head and then the right shoulder, and if this goes and breaks out wherever it breaks out, you know, the only thing is it cannot fall below the previous low. So if you have some kind of pullback and then we go up, then we got this head and shoulders on the 1-hourly time frame, and that should put us technically the price target target should be around something like, depends on where it breaks out and or if this plays out, but should get us around to 1.11. This isn't the final target, this is just the first target. If this plays out. Now this is small time frame, so it also corresponds really nicely with this support down here, up here, so that might actually be it. But if we get that, then we can maybe try to break it and continue to upside, but 1.1. But either way, however you look at it, the first target technically we got a break is 0.9. So once you are above 0.9, then you can look for a 1.1 only if the head and shoulders pattern works out. Now this is assumptions, and I'm always telling you in tech analysis assumptions are bad. You know, you don't want to do assumptions, but you know, if you're assuming that this plays out, target should be there. But anyways, first thing first, 0.9. Anyway, thanks for watching the XRP video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, you know, join the chat or anything, and you know, thanks for watching. See you around. Bye bye.